better get your sports straight. You better get your sports straight. Look it up. Google it, fool. Google it.
Welcome back to a new video.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Yo, don't hate the player, hate the game.
You know what today is? It's Monday. So you know what that means? It's another Monday Madness. Alright, here today, I'm gonna cut out some stickers. As I'm cutting out some stickers, I'm gonna be talking about some things that I've seen on the YouTube and the internet. And some people out here are fronting like they got it, but they don't have it because they're living their life on credit. I've seen it too many times in too many videos. There's a lot of fronting going on out here. Not saying that some people might have it, some people not might have it, but there's a lot of fronting going on in some of these videos. I'm showing you how to make t-shirts and stickers and stuff like that. Okay, I don't want to say fronting as I did earlier. Maybe not fronting. What's a better word for it? Well, that's the only word that I know for it right now is fronting, is because that's what they're doing, is fronting. Like they have the money to buy the super big equipment and they talk this big talk, but in reality they're living their life on credit. And I'm gonna get into that here in a second. Find a better word for fronting, because I feel like fronting is more of like a slang term, and in these videos I might use slang terms once. Deceiving, deception, that's the words that I'm looking for. Some of these people I've noticed, I'm not gonna name names on these videos that I'm talking about, but like this is Monday Madness. I didn't really have anything planned, so I'm gonna make some stickers for my eBay so I could sell these stickers on eBay. And some people out here are trying to make it seem like not just me, but other people using the smaller cutters, using their desktop printers, saving money. Well, I'm saving money. I'm not using credit to buy a sublimation printer. And some of these people out here are buying these humongous big screen printing machines, you know, big humongous solvent printers, printable heat transfer vinyl. They're these humongous printers, and the humongous printers are so big, probably as big as my desk right here. Humongously big. That desk is pretty long. It starts from right there on the, actually this part of the desk I made with my grandpa a long time ago. This was an old door. We cut it and made a desk, so it goes there, and that desk goes all the way to that cabinet or whatever that is over there that holds my heat press. Some people on YouTube, a couple of people that I watch once in a while, and then I just get discouraged because it's discouraging, because it makes it seem like you gotta have all this money to get all this equipment to do it the right way. And they always talk bad about like heat transfer vinyl, or you have to have that humongous solvent printer that's as big as my garage to print on printable heat transfer vinyl. Printable heat transfer vinyl, you can do like full color graphics on the vinyl and stick it in your cutter, and it will cut out. You have to make certain marks around your thing, and it cuts it out, and it's super dope. I've never tried it, but I've watched a lot of videos on it, and here pretty soon, once I get my other printer and things up and running like that, I'm gonna start doing that. Another thing is that they always talk down upon the smaller cutters, the printable heat transfer vinyl on a desktop printer, saying that it's not gonna work, it doesn't work, you should and get one of these. Well, some people like me, small business owner, even though that I own 3 websites and I do sell stuff on eBay, that's, you know, I'm not saying that I'm balling out here. I don't have to worry about, you know, losing a job or getting fired or doing something, because I run my own business and run the own show. And I don't live my life on credit like most of these people out here trying to say that you're supposed to do this and this to get this. Watching these videos and these people showing all this equipment, acting like they have all this money, kind of like, oh, I want to make t-shirts, but I don't know how to make t-shirts, and they go on YouTube and figure out how to make t-shirts, and they do all this and this, and they get discouraged from making t-shirts or creating their own stickers or doing all these things because these people have all this equipment and trying to say that the smaller cutters or a desktop printer or all these things won't work. Well, in reality it does work, because that's what I run all my stuff on, a desktop printer, a smaller cutter. You know, I have in my carport over here, I threw it away, it's probably damaged, but I threw it all the way in the back. I have a screen printing setup. I have a 4-color carousel thing with a 2 shirt board. So Screen printing, I have a whole bunch of screens behind you. So screen printing is way more expensive than doing the HTV and doing all this other stuff that I'm doing with the smaller cutter that's behind you. The difference between screen printing and the heat transfer vinyl. Here's one that I used to use all the time a long time ago back in the day. It's for a front and a back. So I don't know if you can tell. Here's the back graphic, and down here on the bottom in the corner, right about here is the front graphic, okay? So every time you had this on your screen, you'd have to do all your back graphics or all your front graphics first, and you could only do one at a time, or if like me I had a 2-color shirt board, but at this time when I was doing this graphic a whole bunch, I only had a 1-color shirt board that I made that had four things on it. It only had 4 things on it, but only had 1 board, so I could do 1 t-shirt at a time. It just depends on how big your carousel is. Heat transfer vinyl, you can get multiple t-shirt designs and multiple t-shirts out of this one roll. Come on. Now, this is what really bugs me when people try to say that this is way too expensive. I don't think this is expensive at all. It just takes more. Actually, no, it doesn't. It works about the same as if you're burning a screen and making a screen. It's about the same. So you do the design on your computer and you have to cut this out. It's the same thing as burning a screen, but burning a screen, you have to have a whole bunch of other equipment to do that. You have to have a light box. You have to have a pressure washer. There's so many different ways of getting shirts, graphics, stickers made. That's what I'm just saying. This right here didn't cost that much, and I can make a whole bunch of t-shirts. With this screen right here, I am only able to make one design, 1 color at a time, because when you want to do multiple colors at a time, you have to take this off the press, clean it, make sure that it's dry, and then set it back up. So it just depends on how you do the heat transfer and how you heat press your stuff and your material and the way you use it. Because screen printing was the norm, but now it's 2021 and people, I'll go against the grain anytime, anywhere. I'll prove people wrong anytime, anywhere. I've been proving people wrong my whole entire life. So I always gone against the grain. I've never been like most, not you or me, but I'm the same. Most people live inside a box and think this is the way to do it. He does it like this, so I have to do it like this. No way, Jose. The sweatshirt that I was talking about earlier that I did with heat transfer vinyl, I washed, dried this, slept in it, hung out in it, did a whole bunch of stuff in it, and it's still intact. No vinyl has ripped off, no vinyl has come off, and look at how detailed that is. Small little graphics. It says Pacific Northwest, 2 trees on the thing, and on the back it says P&W with the arrows and the 3 trees on the bottom, and that is for sale on the Etsy store. If you want to know more about what I do out here, this is more of was a rant and rave explaining that you don't need crazy equipment, and this guy has a $10,000 machine that you know that you bought on credit, and you're trying to front that you have all this money, but in reality, the money that you're making with your business, you have to paying off your machines. I'm not scrambling every month to get some money to pay for my equipment. My equipment's already paid for, and the money that I have that's coming in, I use it for life. The person that has all the Louis Vuitton, the Gucci, the Hermes, obscure brands that are really expensive, 9 times out of 10, if they're a normal person and not like a celebrity or somebody that's a well-known artist, have as much money as they're portraying that they have. Monday and Friday, we're out here. Today has been a Monday Madness, aka a Monday Rant. Hit that subscribe button if you want to. It's free. Sneezy.